Welcome back, and I've got the Parents' Tao Te Ching once again in my hand. This is a new interpretation, Ancient Advice for Modern Parents by William Martin. And it is always such a pleasure to just keep on reading from this book and share with you. Even if you are not an inquisitive parent, you're just one of those who are watching this from the sidelines and not raising children actually. But this book is so full of wisdom that some of these wisdoms are worth a listen because they're meant for everyone. Everyone who's a parent and everyone who's a human being walking this planet needs this wisdom. Agendas, yours or theirs, is what I'm going to read today. Agendas, yours or theirs. If you push your children, they will lose their balance. If you're always running them here and there, they'll get nowhere. If you put them in the spotlight, they will be unable to see their own light. If you seek to impose on them your own ideas of who they should be, they will become nothing. If you want them to thrive, do what you can for their safety. Then let go. Then let go. And William Martin puts in his little 2 cents here. He says, do you have agendas for your children that are more important than the children themselves? Lost in the shuffle of uniforms, practices, games, recitals, and performances can be the creative and joyful soul of your child. Watch and listen carefully. Watch and listen carefully. Do they have time to daydream? From their dreams will emerge the practice and activities that will make self-discipline as natural as breathing. Encourage these. And I love the way Williams interpreted this and put in his ideas. So what are the agendas of your children? Do they actually align with your agendas for them? I mean, first of all, it's criminal, as the Tao says, to have an agenda for your children. Because your children are not agendas. They're not trophies you want to carry. They're not certificates of honor you want to bear. They're not display items. They are not to be flaunted in public and made a mockery of or embarrassed in front of other people by telling them or telling others their achievements and their absolutely brilliant academic records and sports achievements. You need to allow them to bask in their own light. And like the Tao says, when you put them in the spotlight and put them under a very bright light, they're going to lose their own light. So allow them to shine and shimmer. Today, so many kids are being paraded for their extraordinary abilities, for their intellect, for their debating capability, for their scientific genius, for their wizardry in different fields, their talent as a musician. They are prodigies and they are flaunted. I think that's a very serious crime against childhood in general. They got to be allowed to blossom and to nurture these precious gifts and talents away from public eye, away from all the sudden rush of attention that comes their way. And social media is a huge crime scene here, because the more their talents are being paraded and projected as reels that people hog for attention, for balming their own injuries, and for admiring their capabilities, suddenly these children are raking in money. They've grown from young, impressionable children, the moldable clay, into hardened, money-focused, fame-aligned individuals. And their entire innocence has been stolen away. So I personally feel when we push them too hard, they are bound to stumble and fall. They're going to lose their balance. Allowing them to thrive, allowing them to create their own beautiful little safety nets is the way to go forward. So, in all the rushing, in all the activities, in all the structuring of their days, we have to find time for them to chase butterflies, for them to be able to daydream, for them to be able to have conversations with their if as in their imaginary friends. And because these dreams are very important for their survival, from these dreams will emerge the practices and activities that'll make self-discipline very natural. They will just know, because there is an intrinsic order in this entire universe, and these kids will begin to know their inner order. And that is going to be reflected in every action they perform, which is informed, which is from the base choice of joy and not a desire to impress others because they've been pushed and shoved into doing so. Think about all these things. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll be back with more from the Parents' Tao Te Ching. Thank you.